Right now, you are at Fresh Ink Open Mic Poetry Night at the Jazz House every first Wednesday of the month. Thank you so much for coming out. Now that we have your attention, I was gonna pull him out of my pocket when y'all were being super noisy, but I'd like to invite Mr. Brian O'Brien to the stage. Come and grace us with your presence.
Take it off!
Don't sit on the
We can't see you.
Jesus fucking Christ, who is this goddamn tall?
Jesus.
Fucking lording his height over me all these years. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian O'Brien. I wrote a set list, but I think I'm going to abandon it and be louder than that. Brick by brick, beautifully building Bob. Bob builds believing beauty belittles brutality because beings become better by beholding beauty, but brutality belongs below basements. Bob's building brings bravery beside rashness because Bob's been believing being by belonging becomes vested before betterment. Build, Bob, build, because Bob's been built. This next poem I'm going to do because I haven't gotten laid in a couple of months. It's called Sex Poem. And it's a poem about sex. And having it. I fucking fuck like a fucking thunderstorm. Leaving girls feeling electrified, soaked and warm. I'm tapping into some unknown powerful force similar to whatever's the source of my discourse. It's just, there's so much perfection in the expression of two people undressed and sweating, deeply kissing, clawing, writhing, and stretching, passionately powerful, playful, paced aggression. And don't let foreplay go unmentioned, because I believe in handcuffs, teasing, and slowly tempting until she's breathless. Then I can push my tongue in any direction, melting her to nothing but a huddled puddle of jumpy reflexes. I mean, seriously, where do you think I picked up this practice? What kind of exercise can make a man's mandible muscle so massive, his tongue so elastic, and each muscle fully mastered? Fuck it, I love to eat pussy like I just finished fasting. I like the girls that grab the back of my head and pull me in deeper, because they're the same type who later scream, deeper, deeper. I believe in multiple positions. I can do both fast and slow, but I really like the girls who can let their inhibitions go. Simply another wicked ex-Catholic boy with dark secrets in towing. I don't normally display this side. I'm too proud to come off desperately. Sex is my secret weapon, and I'm careful to watch their ecstasy, because I can make a girl come just by messing with the neck expertly. Biting, sucking, licking, nibbling, never giving a hickey. This is already explicit, so let me just finish it up simply. I fuck like a poet. This next poem's called Paradigm. I don't think I've ever done it here, even though it's like a year tool. You haven't fucked me? You don't know Ron? No, let me talk for a second. Sexual harassment every fucking day from my manager. Does anybody put up with this? Right? He's like, hey, that's a great button-up, Brian. Hey, I like the way your hair looks. Hey, boy, you got a pretty mouth. All the fucking time. Ron, I will accept you for whoever or whatever you are, dude.
Yeah?
Wow. Really?
I'm drunk.
That's all you have?
I'm drunk.
You're fired. Just kidding, buddy.
That's a little fucked up. You all saw that, right? I called him out for harassing me and he tried to fire me.
We're not
It's on tape. It's on fucking tape. Hell yeah. Okay, this next poem is in response to the last poem, and it's called Life's Not Fair. Writing poetry will never get you laid. But a gram of coke probably will. Most people will abandon their standards in pursuit of the cheap thrill. The good die too young, the monsters never get killed. We grow tired because when we aspire, we I'm thrilled. Sometimes I just sit and listen to the clock ticking. It's a toxic little pill. Life's not fair, but I find that the line times only serve to strengthen my will. I am becoming an unhinged derivative, approaching a broken limit. I am slowly but appropriately growing into less of a cynic. When the clock ticks, sometimes the seconds seem like minutes. Sometimes the sentences assembling seem unlimited and the sentiment seems implicit, regardless of what way the words work when written. Other times, tentative talking turns tensely timid, and the words aren't working and the premise feels limited. Yeah, life's not fair, but at least we were given it. At least we're still living it. I refuse to waste another day with the face stains to unappreciative. I feel grace to pace this place, even if it isn't all sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one more poem. Paradigm. Oh, I didn't get to that one earlier. Shit. Okay, I'll do 2 more poems. This one's called Paradigm, and I haven't done it here. My poetry fits into a paradigm of rhymes that are aligned in perfect time. The signs you can find and focused into thought refined while I stride like a giant stridently along a borderline. I am enforcing time to inform my mind. I am an oncoming storm with no warning signs. A force of will kept in line by the misalignment of my spine. I find that most people are actually lying when they say that they're fine. Or I am not Brian O'Brien. I am simply one line that rhymes. Written down on a page, it's like each day is a poem. It's like each poem is a day or every day is a poem. Sometimes I really don't know, so I just say fuck it and flow.
Right. Just sweating.
It's sexy, whatever, fuck you. This next one's called Wordsplay, and it's a poem about poems and my just out of control ego. It's terrible. My internal monologue is just arrogant. I try to take the time to let my words play in absurd ways at least every other Thursday, but I feel like my time's a waste if I seek anything less than first place. So I'm burdened with the fate to push a pen down a long white space. Words are working at a burning pace. I've learned the race of trying to turn the page in half the time the average cat would take. Cause it's a point that's placed blatantly in my face. The average cat's a fake. I'm a syllable savage slamming superfluous adjectives aggressively until they vibrate. Inspired and driven by a mind state that I rewired to rhyme great. My words wander off and get lost in the hills. They live for the primal thrills like wild nights and drinking until I'm violently ill. Caught in a complete toss-up like my own free will. It's the sudden joys that kill. Reeling like the feeling of tension inside anyone who's willing to let it build. Like that's the only way that they know how to feel fulfilled. The time is certain, my words are working until each page is finally filled. They're turning the invisible visceral force to with strident will. And no sense of burden because it's a picture perfect. They are triumphantly ill. My words are lurking, constantly working. My God, you are loud. You like one girl laughing towards the middle of the back. I'm screaming, and you are somehow still louder than me. I don't want to be a dick, but this is hard, and I've been doing it for 8 years. Some of these people, it's their first night.
Fuck them. Go.
I forgot the rest of the poem.
The message. Thank you so much, BLB.
We love you, baby.
Damn. How does anybody follow that, man?